Now, we're always talking about being high value women, getting princess treatment, being treated right, and yada yada yada. But one thing that we don't talk about is how to treat a man, how to treat a high value man, or just how to treat your boyfriend, how to treat your significant other, how to treat your husband, because there are some things that we unintentionally do that is just not very, it's very similar to men not getting us flowers because they think it's just a waste of money, but it's important for us. So just like they need to know how to treat us, we also need to reciprocate. We need to know how to treat a man. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to treat a man, and this is specifically for high value men because trust me, high value men are a different breed, but this also applies to any other kind of men, anyone out there. Okay, this video is basically about how to treat a man, so let's get into it. Number one, with the basic, if you want a high value man, you need to be a high value woman. I have so many videos on this channel on how to be a high value woman, go watch them. But here's the thing, let me be honest, if you are looking for a high value man, you need to be a high value woman. You cannot be looking for a smart man when you are dumb. Okay, I'm sorry, but that is just the honest truth. Okay, it is just the truth. You cannot look for a man who's sexually disciplined when you are sleeping with a new guy every weekend. You cannot look for a man who is very confident and very charming when you are very insecure and or overconfident. So you attract what you are basically applies here. So if you're a high value woman, you will be able to attract a high value man. So when I say be a high value woman first and then try to find a high value man, that's the goal. That's how it's supposed to be. So if you want a high value man, you need to be a high value woman. So if you have found a man who is already high value, but you're not quite there yet, get to it quickly, learn more about it, and be a high value woman for him, but most importantly for yourself. Number two, make him feel like a man. There's nothing more a man wants than to feel like a man. Now obviously they should naturally feel like a man, like come on, but there's some things that women can do to make a man feel very masculine. For example, compliment his arms. Whenever he does something very masculine, or like lifting the groceries or paying the bill, or I don't know, very masculine, appreciate him. Be like, I am very grateful. Thank you for doing this for me. And not just these kind of things, but you need to make him feel like a man. Basically things that a man can do. If he literally built something for you like a carpenter does, or something like a handyman would, tell him, be like, oh my goodness, I feel like such a woman around you because you've got this masculine energy. I feel great. I feel I don't have to put my masculine energy out because you are masculine enough in this relationship. So I get to protect my feminine energy and I get to be in my femininity. Why did I start it there? I don't know. But yeah, you need to make a man feel like a man sometimes. Okay, but you don't have to teach him how to be a man, but you have to make him feel like a man. You have to let him be dominant sometimes, because men are designed to be dominant. But this does not mean that he's gonna dominate you all the freaking time. No. What I'm saying is sometimes he needs to be able to dominate you sometimes. And in relationships, it's nice when the guy wears the pants because that's just how it's supposed to be. And some may agree with this, some may not. It's up to you. This is just how most of the things work. Number three, spoil him. If you expect to get spoiled, you also have to spoil him back, because that's how you make a man happy. If gifts make you happy, it probably makes him happy too. So don't think just because he buys you Louis Vuitton, or he buys you whatever you want, a Chanel bag, shoes, whatever, or he pays your bills, or he gets your nails done, it makes you happy, right? Don't think that you don't have to reciprocate. You have to. Every once in a while, buy him his signature perfume, pay for his haircut, or set up a nice beautiful date which you will pay for, make him a home cooked meal, or just spoil him. Now you don't have to spoil him materialistically, but you can also spoil him like emotionally. Show him affection, rub his back until he falls asleep, compliment him, tell him like, oh, you've gotten bigger. If he spent like a month at the gym, even though there's nothing growing, you could tell him like, I see a difference. You're getting hotter. You're getting more handsome. You have to spoil him. Get him his favorite shoes, or you could always get him like tickets to his favorite game or concert with his boy best friend. You could spoil him in all of these different ways, but it's really important to spoil your partner. You cannot just expect to get spoiled and not reciprocate the energy. So if you want princess treatment, if you want queen treatment, you also need to treat your partner as a king, because there's no queen without a king and there's no king without a queen. So keep that in your head. Number 4, respect his decisions and choices. So when I tell you this, just listen, okay, listen. When a man makes a decision, a high value man, he knows exactly what he's doing. And the last thing he wants is for you to discourage him, for you to doubt him, okay? The last thing a high value man wants you to do is for you to doubt him or be like, are you sure about that? Like, it's okay to give your opinion sometimes. It's okay if you really feel like, if you really like, your intuition tells you like, maybe this decision is not right. Say it in a respectful manner. Sit down with him and be like, you know what, for some reason my intuition is telling me that this decision that you made could go wrong. I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but it's just my intuition. So maybe look into it further, or maybe just rethink about it. But if you still feel confident about your decision, I respect your decision, I respect your choice. If a man makes a decision for himself or a choice, you have to respect it, because that's how it's gonna work, because he's a high value man, he's educated enough, he's smart enough to make decisions for himself. It's the same thing as you don't want a man's opinion around women things. Like, obviously he could like, you know, weigh in on the decision, but at the end of the day, it's your decision, it's your life, so you get to make the decision. There's nothing wrong with weighing in once in a while, but do not always try to control his decisions. Do not try to discourage him when he makes a choice or a decision. Do not try to make him feel bad for the decision or whatever he has made just because you don't agree with it. It is really important to support and respect his decisions and choices. Number 5, let him wear the pants in the relationship. Now, I know quite a few relationships where the woman wears the pants in the relationship, and you know, that's okay because that works for some people. But if you want to be that kind of high value woman, you need to be a little submissive. You need to let him wear the pants in the relationship. You need to let him make the decisions. You need to let him choose whatever the hell he wants to do, okay? But that does not mean that you don't get to make a decision. Now, a relationship is a 50-50 kind of thing. It's a partnership, okay? So when he's lacking, you put in extra. When you're lacking, he puts in extra. That's just how it works. But let him wear the pants in the relationship. Don't try to make every single decision in the relationship. Not try to dominate him, because then you are being more masculine and not feminine. So you need to protect your feminine energy. So always remember to let him make the decisions. And if you feel like, you know, if you are not going to agree with this decision when it comes to both of you, then you can weigh in and be like, hey, you know, what about this option? What about that? You can weigh in your opinion and you can make a decision once in a while, but do not always try to make a decision. Do not always try to, you know, discourage or just tell him that he's wrong and yada yada yada. When a man wears the pants in the relationship, I have seen, and this is proven, I read a lot about this, the relationship is most likely to last much longer and it ends up as a very healthy relationship when the man wears the pants in the relationship and he also he also respects the 50-50 thing in his relationship. So don't be afraid to let a man wear the pants in the relationship. There's nothing wrong with it, but that does not mean you let him make every decision, by the way. You need to have your own opinions, you need to have your own decisions, you need to have your own choices, you need to have your own opinions, and etc. But when it comes to the relationship, you need to sort of balance it out, know how to work it out, and that is it. That is basically it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm pretty sure some of you guys might not agree with some of the things I said in this video. That's totally fine because everyone thinks differently. And if you have any other opinions or any other comments you would love to leave or let me know, leave it in the comment section down below. I would love to read it. I always read your comments. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And that is it for this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.